Previously on Unranked.
So a couple months ago, this new barbershop opens, right? And I go in there and I get a haircut by the owner, okay? And I loved it and I thought it was great. Okay, go again a second time. Owner is there, but he is busy, so I go with the other guy. Okay, now the other guy, hands were shaking. I was like, oh my God. Okay, the haircut wasn't as good. It was fine, but it wasn't as good. And he was shaking. He took longer. So I was like, all right, next time I'm going to try something different. So I went to go get Starbucks the other day and I see a sign, Grand Barbershop, grand opening. And I'm like, oh, great. When I, next week when I get a haircut, I'll go get a haircut. So
this is a different place.
Different place. Different place. Walk in. Right? Walk in. It's the owner of the old place. It was a fucking Seinfeld, Punta Maya, like when Elaine is buying clothes and she wants to dick over the owner of one of the stores and she goes to the other one and she's like, wait, what are you doing here? She goes, I own this store. I goes, no, you own Punta Maya. I own that one too.
Hello and welcome to the 422nd episode of the Unranked podcast. I am Christian Humes. Here we have Tom Caswell and Alex Marinello.
Hello.
I said that out of order for some weird reason. Don't know why.
Well, Tom's your number one.
Now I am.
Well,
let's see.
I weirdly went counterclockwise. I don't know why.
Chris is having a day. Tuna.
I've been having
which we'll get into, I'm sure.
Alex knows a little bit. I've been having a real annoying day.
Tea time didn't happen today?
No tea time.
Well, tea time's on pause because we're playing this escape room game at tea time, which is now escape time.
I forgot about Jesus. Today's been a long
So we didn't get
day.
to do that. I mean, I wanted to play golf on my own, but then I had other things pop up.
We're supposed to golf tonight.
Right. I'm in for golfing after this. Let's go.
Yeah. All right.
Pokemon,
well, let's jump into the Pokemon, right? That's what we're here for. We're here for the 400.
Sure.
That's why we're here.
That's
why we're all here.
Pokemon what? 422?
Yeah, Pokemon 422. We are moving on to a new Pokemon. So a new evolutionary line. And I got to tell you, there's a cute little bugger.
Oops.
Shellos.
Pokemon.com.
Okay.
Shellos. The sea slug. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's got a
It's fine.
All right, well, let's throw a couple things about the design out. Let's just describe it. So before we jump to etymology, immediate thing that jumps out, obviously, I always enjoy when they do variation to design for men and women Pokemon. I think that's fun.
Is it a men and women?
It is,
yes.
So you've got the pink Shellos, which has little spikes on. So think of a slug. The bottom half of it is white. There's like sort of a yellow lining to the top half that separates it, and the rest of it's pink. Coming out of the top on the female Shellos are little bulbs, little pink bulbs, just like little growths. And then on the back, you have spikes. On the blue one, it's more like a turquoise. Instead of the bulbs, you have these sort of bulbish wings. There's two that like kind of come back. They look almost like feathery or like wings off the top of its head. Whereas like the females are standing up, these are going back and they're pointed. And then it has two little wings on its back.
So I'm here to burst a bubble.
So I'm looking at
Am I wrong? I'm wrong.
It's not based on gender.
Okay.
That's what I was. That's
That's fine.
It is based on their location.
That's what it is.
So there's an East Sea form and a West Sea form in either side of the map in Sinnoh, and that's what it is.
I'll be honest, I just took a guess.
I mean, look, it's pink and blue. It's
exactly.
Traditional gender colors, so it makes
Part of me was wondering if
you
were going to say this was like the Nidoran kind of situation, Nidorino, where the colors are swapped to like where,
blue, right, sure.
Oh, well. Tuna, I'm running on MT. I'm going to be making mistakes left and right today. You guys are going to have to keep me in check.
Sure,
I'm just going to be spouting
bullshit
bullshit just to get through the day.
Sure. So Shellos.
Shallows.
Wait,
Some
what is
cool
going on
trivs.
here?
Some cool
My
trivia.
Bulbapedia. Yeah, my Bulbapedia just like crapped out.
Uh,
Pretty
so
Oh,
so
I got.
for,
All right, hold on. I got it.
okay.
So Shellos is based on a sea slug. It may be a combination of shell and loss or lost, referring to its lack
John
of a
Locke.
shell,
Oh,
or the German suffix los. It's probably not los in German. It's probably los, which is less. So shellless. So it's a wait. So it's shell lost, referring to its lack of a shell. So it's saying shell, no shell. Shell,
shall
no
no
shell.
shall.
Show
no
no
game.
shell.
Game no game.
Shell,
Shall
no
no
shell.
shall.
Yeah.
What about the
Game, no
Japanese
game.
one? Can you read the Japanese one just to provide more context?
What are you talking? We never do this. Karanakushi may be a combination of Kara, shell, and Nakushita to have lost, and Umiushi, sea slug.
So there you go. So that's just more credence to what likely the English origin is.
Hmm.
Now, interestingly, you said the origin, not the name origin, is based on a sea slug.
It
Not
is.
may
It
not. It
is.
is
No,
based
it
on a
is.
sea
It's
slug.
according to Bulbapedia, it is based on a sea slug. So
Yeah, that's
That's
suck it.
great.
bulbs.
That's
Yeah.
great. Love it.
Mhm. Wait, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Pokedex entries mentioning an increase in West Sea Shellos and a decrease in East Sea Shellos may be referencing changes in the populations of real sea slug species due to climate change.
Ooh.
Due to climate change, with species that better survive in warmer waters becoming more common. A lot of S's. Well, too many S's.
Yeah,
She
real
sells
tongue
seashells.
twister.
Yeah, she sells cellos by the
By the
seashore.
seashore. Right.
Yeah, shell, no shell.
I'm gonna
Yep.
read you a Pokedex entry from Legends Arceus because they had a really good one the last time. So
Okay.
we're gonna go and read. Found in abundance on seashores bordering cold waters. When pressed upon, the Pokemon will secrete from its body surface a purple fluid that will stain one's clothes. So it's got a little ink, a little inky,
A little squinky.
a little sticky icky coming out
Do
of it.
any of its moves have anything to do with squirting?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, it's got water, so it probably has squirt. Can it learn squirt? Can Shellos learn squirt? That
I
is a
bet
great
it can.
question.
I'd like to
I'm
know.
looking right now. I'm
I'd
looking
like
right
to
now.
know.
Oh, I don't see squirt.
What?
I don't
Why?
see it. It's got water pulse. It's got chill and water. It's got icy wind.
Oh,
Mud
there
shot.
it is. There it is.
Wow.
What a BS poker.
It's got
Pokemon.
liquidation though.
Mm.
So that's and protect. Maybe protect. Protect could be the ink.
Okay. No. So what's going on, guys?
Dune part 3 officially happening.
Yeah, that's
Breaking news.
News. Chris, since Tom didn't get the prompt, what's been going on? What's been going on?
Yeah, let's hear about Chris's terribly
It's just been
no good
annoying.
day.
I've just had a very
Terrible
so
Thursdays?
earlier today,
Yeah.
I dropped my phone in the crevice, like in between the seat and the armrest on my couch, and I thought it fell to the floor. So,
Okay.
Tom, I have a reclining couch, so I went to recline the feet out so I could reach under the chair, but actually it was wedged between the gears, and I heard a very loud pop sound, and so I texted Alex a picture of my phone, and I said, "Won't be playing today." Never
Wait a minute.
mind.
Wait a minute. How the hell did you do that?
For my iPad. Took a picture of my iPad, sent it to you from my.
Mm.
Didn't you see that picture of my phone?
I did, but now that you just
Can
said
I
it's,
see
it's
it?
one of those like
Can we see the phone?
conundrums.
Well, I mean,
I'm
What does the
assuming
phone
he
look
had
like?
it fixed already.
correct. I no longer have a broken phone,
Oh.
which is part of why I had a very annoying day.
You don't get to go. You didn't go to the Apple Store and say, "Hello, I'm on a podcast. I need my phone."
I used to work here.
I did tell them
Okay.
I worked there so that she just like stopped all the pretense because it was, But yeah,
Yeah.
that there was my phone. You could see I was listening to stuff you should know.
Mm.
His iPad doesn't work now.
It doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude.
So I had to go get that fixed, but the problem was I also have PT today, and I
Mm.
also have work stuff.
Yeah.
So I bring the phone in, thinking I'm just gonna get it swapped, and they're like, "No, well, we have to do a screen repair." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I think there's other stuff going on with it." Just trying to get them like, "Let me just, I have the AppleCare on this. Let me just get it." And she's like going back and forth with the manager. She's like, "Well, since we already put it in as screen damage, I can't override it. So they have to do the scan." And she's trying to do the scan. And she's like, "Well, they're gonna have to go and open it up." She's like, "So if come back in like an hour." So now I don't have a phone. So now I have to. So now
Oh my god.
I'm coming home. I'm there for a while, and I'm like, "Well, fuck, I don't really have a lot of time to be home. I kind of have to go to PT now." So I go to PT. Being at PT without my AirPods was sucked. Because usually, because it's basically like when I go to PT, the first thing is like I do 15 minutes of they put the electrodes on me and I get the electrical stimulation therapy. Then they do the ultrasound therapy. Then I get the a massage. So like the first 45 minutes, I'm just laying there, right? So I'm just laying there in quiet, which was like a real miserable experience. Like, I gotta tell you, like, it was fine, but at the same time, like, you are just kind of like outside of the massage part, you're just like counting down the minutes, which makes them just go longer and longer and longer. So I finished PT and I come home. And the reason I come home was because I was like, I need to go make sure there's no problems with my work stuff. And it turns out there was a problem because every now and then there's issues with like uploads. And I was getting messages for the last hour and I couldn't respond to them. Like, sorry, I was at PT. I don't have a phone that works. So problem is I can't sign into my verification app to access the employee website to upload my stuff now because I don't have a phone. So I had to like activate an old phone that we had that we never traded in, which meant I had to like go through the activation process, get that set up, get onto the phone with IT and do all of that. And then I was able to upload it and then get the file. And then I was able to go back to the Apple store and go get my phone. And now I got my phone. And then I came home and I got back at like 5 o'clock. I went to the Apple store at like 11:15, 11:30 or something like that was my appointment. Now it's 5 and I'm back at home with my phone and I'm on the phone with AT&T trying to get my phone activated for 45 minutes. And they were like, "Well, what's your account passcode?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? What's my account passcode?" She's like, I was like, "Lady, I don't think I've called AT&T in 6 years. Like, I can't imagine the last time I've called AT&T. I was like, in fact, I know it's been a long time because when they asked for my like billing zip code, even though like my auto billing must be on a current card, it was our old address because our current zip code. So I'm like, I at least haven't had to call you in 4 years, like minimum. So I give her the one code I can think of because she tells me it's 4 digits. Not the one. All right. She's like, "Well, I can text you." I'm like, "If you could text me, I wouldn't be on the phone with you." And she goes, "Well, you have another number here. Can we call that one?" And I'm like, and this is my mom's phone because I have my mom's phone on my account. Now the
Wait,
thing
you
is,
and T are not on the same account?
well, I can't add any new lines to my account. And I still have my Apple discount, so I don't touch the account. And she still has her ESPN discount, and she doesn't touch her account. So no, we both still have our own phone
Got
lines.
it. I got it.
But here's the thing: when I was at the Apple store, I was like, "Oh, I can just go on the AT&T website. It's got this like eSIM, and I can set it up." And you're supposed to be able to just go on the AT&T website, get a QR code, and scan it. And when I tried it, it kept saying, "This QR code's not valid. This QR code's not valid." So I already tried to activate it on my own, and it didn't work. But during that, to get into the AT&T website, I had to get the 2-second verification. So I had called my mom through FaceTime audio and had her send me the code, which like was already like difficult enough to do. But now I'm on the phone with this lady in India after I was waiting for 45 minutes. We're like 15 minutes before the podcast is supposed to start recording. And she's like, "Well, your passcode's not working. I'll send it to the other one." And so I'm just calling my mom. No answer, no text reply, nothing. Basically an hour of my life wasted after this. Again, just trying to get my phone activated. I'm like, "Well, gotta go. Gotta hang up, I guess. Time to give up." She's like, you could
Wait,
just
so
go into the
you
AT&T store tomorrow. I'm like, great.
wow, so you still don't have a phone?
I still don't have so I have a phone and it's restored. It's restoring all its info, but it doesn't work as a phone.
He doesn't have
Right.
cellular.
Right. You don't know cellular. Wow. What's interesting is I had the exact same issue when I called
And, oh, by the way,
Verizon.
I haven't eaten anything yet today because usually I eat late in the
Oh,
day.
right. You break the fast. Yeah.
And so because of this, I had no window to eat today. So I haven't eaten any food, which is why I'm like,
So what are we
brain's
doing?
not working.
So maybe maybe we'll get it unsnacked midway through. But the same thing happened to me with Verizon when I called, and they were like, "What's your passcode?" And I was like, I haven't. What are you talking about?" And they
Yeah.
were like, "Well, everyone has a passcode." I'm like, "Well, I fucking don't because I never made one. So what the hell are you talking
What
about?"
happened to like, here's the last 4 digits of my social? Like, what happened to
Yeah.
that?
And they were like, "Oh, I think if I remember correctly, I could be misremembering, but it was along the lines of they had to send a code to my phone, then I had to call back with that code number, then I had to make a passcode, and because I was like frantic, it was a word. I had to pick a word, and then
Oh, you're
I
fucked
did
next
that.
time.
Yeah, and the next time I called, which was like 2.5 years later, they were like, "What's your passcode?" I'm like, "I don't fucking remember." Like, come on, I don't
I don't know,
remember.
Master Chief.
It was so ridiculous. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, God damn it. Like, come on. Like, are people really frauding? Like, whatever. Anyway, so sorry that it sucks about your phone. Hopefully you're back online because I texted you because I was reading
Oh,
One Piece.
I didn't get any of them.
And no, I only sent one thing. I
Okay,
sent
thank God.
one thing because there was somebody who shows Tom, how far are you in the old anime?
We're in Logtown or Logtown.
Whoa, you made it to, you're finally moving
Oh,
past the live action.
Yeah, we'll
He
pass live action.
He made it. So we're in a different island, and some shadowy
You're
figure
past
shows.
that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So some shadowy figure shows up, Chris, and I texted you a picture of this person, and I said I wanted to take a guess on who this was.
Yeah.
Because I think it's someone.
Yeah.
That...
You want to text me your guess right now, or do you want to say it? But Tom's gonna.
Tom, take your headphones off real quick. Okay. So the guy's name is Ace.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I think he is Luffy's brother or possibly father, because the jawline looks very similar to Mr. Luffy. And the other thing is we found out is Gold Roger ain't no Gold Roger, it's Gold D Roger. So, and the Will of the D, which I thought was the funniest thing I've read, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Will of the D? So are they related? Are they somehow from the same family clan? What is going on? Is Gold D Roger, like his uncle or some shit, or his dad, or his grandfather, or
You're asking
whatever?
all the right questions. You are
So
asking.
that's the skinny. That's the skinny.
You're asking. Tommy's asking
Yeah.
all the right questions. He's asking
So-
all
He's
the right
asking
questions.
all the right questions. Amazing.
Oh man, you're asking all the phrasing, by the way, that you just mentioned. This is no spoiler, but the phrasing you just mentioned, which sounded corny, I think there's poor translation in the first like 200
Okay.
chapters, which is why like in the manga it says Zolo instead of Zoro.
Yeah,
like,
I was like, wait, Zolo.
Yeah, there'll be a place called Alabasta, but in the manga they're gonna call it Arabasta because their language is phonetic. It's not
Yeah.
so LR. So they're the
No, I think in the manga it's Alabasta.
I mean, maybe they updated it, but it used to be.
Oh,
I
okay.
know they've gone back, and I know some stuff's, but I don't know how much has been corrected.
Wait, does he stay Zolo throughout the entire series,
No.
or do they change it to
No,
Zoro?
yeah, I'm pretty sure they changed it.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Maybe they didn't.
Because it's still Zolo.
Like I'm reading through it for my first time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it still says
but that
Zolo.
was just a translation thing.
All right, because I mean, I still think that reading it is like so much better than watching.
Oh.
No offense, Tom, but reading it is so much better than watching the show. I just get like a lot more. The only thing that I will say about reading manga, okay, and I'm sure this is with every comic that's ever been drawn in black and white, is that during the high action moments, it is very hard to tell what the fuck is going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
which is very frustrating because with color, obviously, I would obviously be able to tell what's going on. But
They get
because
way
it's black
better
and
at
white,
it. I mean, his drawing skill has
yeah.
improved significantly, and you'll also just get
Well,
better at reading. Like you'll visually just pick it up better. But
I've gotten better, but there's definitely some times where Luffy's doing a move,
yeah,
and I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
and this is why I
Um,
said there's one specific arc that when you get to it,
all
I'm
right.
going to tell you, like, you and I are going to just set aside a night, like a game night, and we're going to download the whole arc. It's like a 3-hour movie length, and we're just going to watch the One Piece arc for two reasons.
Okay.
A, it's one of the best things in the entire show, and B, it's
Mhm.
like almost entirely action. And the most important part is there is a massive, absolutely catastrophic spoiler in
Oh
one of the
wow.
chapter titles of the manga. And if you open that
Okay.
chapter, it will spoil exactly what's about to happen. And it is
Oh
like, it's
no.
like, I think one of the worst spoilers I've ever seen anything do to itself.
Okay.
It's like
Oh god.
very notoriously like
All right.
happens. And you're like, well,
Mm,
thanks for letting
okay.
me see that unfold.
Right.
Like,
Right. Other than that, though, I really like it. Yeah, there's definitely been some cool moments, and I actually enjoyed like some of the last page, like the last page where he answers questions.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
fun.
I mean, I guess I'm basically watching him answer questions from 20 years ago, but still.
Well, that's cool though. It's cool to like see
Mhm.
the time capsule,
What
especially when you like started it and like
I'll tell you what blows me away the most. What blows me away the most is that this was a weekly issue.
It
And
still
some of
is.
these, I know, and some of these chapters are like so bare bones, or like, like it takes a bunch of chapters for something to real like for a resolution. It's like you could be waiting 2 months, or 1 week you get 15 pages, you're done. That's it. It's quick. It's like fuck. I'd be dying. I'm on chapter 160, 158 around there. Like and I've done it in what 2 weeks. Like I can't
Yep.
imagine going through years of this. It'd
Yep.
be agonizing,
Yep.
fucking agonizing if I had to go through
Oh,
years of this.
listen, so Tom, I'm rereading it now along with Alex. He's just telling me what it gets up to. And right, he just got up to like one of the major things that I've been saying to the two of you where I'm like, oh, you guys haven't like passed the Rubicon to even see what this show really is, like what it is yet.
Mm,
He's about to open those doors like right now. So like I'm
mm,
so excited, which for the live action, it makes me very excited for season 2 because basically all of that is going to be in season 2. So it's like it's really exciting. By the way, I just realized because you mentioned like how long those like the SBS questions are. He was 23 when he started this.
yeah, it's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
That's
Good for him.
wild.
But you know what? It's this kind of thing, and I will just say, okay,
Yeah.
this is a little not morbid, but a little morbid. It's what pissed me off about George R. R. Martin taking forever, is that some of the people who start this, like either they don't finish or they die.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's like that sucks. Like
Yeah.
20 years to get like an answer on like your favorite thing, but you
He
just
has Bibles and notes though, like categorized with what's supposed to happen. Like he has like said like if something were to
yeah.
happen, like I know it
Well,
wouldn't necessarily come from like, but like
I also mean
there are
to the
people that have been
readers, like the
trained for
readers
this.
that are
There
I
are
know, but I'm
people that
talking
have
about
been trained.
I know. But I'm talking about like the readers who have been reading it for 15 years and then
Yeah.
they die.
Yeah.
Like they don't get to, you know what I mean? That kind of sucks. Like I feel
There
like
was there was a kid who
wrap,
had like a
wrap it up.
Make-A-Wish
Oh, really?
and he
Okay.
told him what the One Piece was.
Whoa.
No, you
Yes.
can't.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
no
Yes. He took
way.
it to his grave. Yes.
Wow.
The only
Oh,
person
right, of
that
course, the
the
kid
only
died.
person other
Right.
than the creator that we know knows the answer to this is no, so that's wild.
You don't think his assistants know?
I don't. I
Huh?
think they probably know where things might be headed, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah, yeah.
don't. I don't think he is. So I don't think there's any real reason for him to. I'm sure he has that information
I
somewhere, but I
I
don't.
will say, Tom, that like what's interesting about the story is that you feel like you've been on this like little adventure and like, oh, Luffy's just trying to get like a pirate crew together and he's gonna be king of the pirates. He's got these big dreams. You're meeting all these people. I will say, Chris did say like, oh, once you get to this point, you'll see like, oh, things are starting to open up, and it's kind of true. Like this one big fight ended, and then all of a sudden like this they're talking and things are mentioned, and then like other little characters are like sprinkled, but they're mysterious, and you're just like, Oh, okay. I mean, the guy's got me hooked. Like, I'm ready to go read
I'm
some
so
more.
excited. I'm
But
so excited about it.
I can't even
Great.
believe I'm reading manga, which Brittany is calling mango, and now Avery's calling it mango.
Wait, so your wife and your kid are like making fun of you for reading Japanese
That's
comic
so
books now?
funny.
Well, Brittany's making fun of me. Avery's just repeating. So Avery saw me like I was like she was watching Stupid Balance Patrol or whatever and dancing around the living room. And then I was holding my iPad and she was like trying to show me something. And I put the iPad down and she goes, mango. I'm like, fuck me.
Yo, it's gonna be sick though when she gets into One Piece and then Brittany's gonna be like, wait a minute. This isn't how
Oh
this
my
is supposed
God.
to go.
I don't know. We'll see. She is one little diva right now. Holy shit. She would not put on this pink raincoat today. Holy fucking shit. She just kept screaming. She just kept screaming, not this one, not this one. She wanted to wear this red coat so bad. And it's like, it's not a raincoat, Avery. You're going to get wet. And she would not put on black socks. They had to be white socks. I was like, you're out of your mind. We're lucky we got the boots on. She was okay with the boots, thank fucking God. I mean, tonight she wanted to wear Sesame Street pajamas, but they were dirty. I mean, it's just like, holy shit. She's out of her mind.
Amazing.
She's out of her mind. And she wants chips at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I can't. She's like,
well, who doesn't want chips at 8 o'clock?
I know, but I have to be a responsible parent, especially with my mother coming. Especially with my mother coming. If my mom wasn't coming,
strict.
Yeah, if my mom wasn't coming over to watch her, I might be more inclined to just give her some chips in the morning. But because my mom is coming and then she's going to see the bag of chips, she's going to be like, she's going to scream at me. And she's going to be like, what the fuck? And I'm going to be like, she didn't want avocado. She didn't want egg. She doesn't want cereal. She wanted chips. And with a screaming kid saying, I want chips. Like sometimes you're just like, fuck it, here, take them.
That's amazing.
You can't give him an inch tuna because the moment you crack, I know
she's spoiled as fuck. She's spoiled as fuck. Today, the whole thing she kept, the thing obviously with toddlers.
We need to get a jingle for this. We need to get a jingle for
jingle.
The obvious other thing with toddlers is they love repetition. Like they want to watch the same video over again. They want to do the same thing over again.
Yeah.
So like she wanted to play peekaboo or hide and seek, which is hide and seek for her is just I put a blanket over my head and she goes, where's Dada? Where's Dada? And then she like runs over to me, pulls the blanket off and goes, there he is. So, and then when that's done, she goes, again. And you put the blanket back on. And then you do it over and over and over and over. And then a half hour later, she's climbing on you while you have the blanket on your head and she's just having a grand old time. And you're thinking about your life choices and how you used to play video games when work was over and how you used to watch all these TV shows. You used to have a great life. You know? That's what you think about, really. It's like one of those freeze frames. Like I put a blanket over my head and they go, you might be wondering how I got into this mess. It's an unbelievable thing. It really is.
It's an unbelievable.
It really is because you look at this kid and you go like you want to say like I'm so over this. Like please stop. Like enough. You know you want to say it because you're annoyed and you're annoyed. You're bored because this is not fun for you. Putting a blanket on your head. Okay. But then her smile and her laugh and everything else is just like, damn it. Damn it.
It wins out.
Totally wins out. Totally wins out.
Yeah.
Totally wins out. So there you go.
At least it wins out. I thought you were gonna be like, it gets close, but I'm still.
we should allow him to end on that before he
before he gets into trouble. Yeah.
And another thing
the Brit.
Tom, what's up? What's going on with you?
Oh, honestly, it's been very low key here after a busy month. So
I imagine you're still recouping.
Yeah, haven't really been, catching up on things, caught up on Shogun, which has been.
We had a problem with Shogun.
Brit had a problem, right?
Well, yeah, Brit had a problem.
Right,
with Shogun. The problem is, and I'll give her this, and I will say she was not on TikTok. It's a
she can't
lot
handle
of
the subtitles. Yeah,
it's a lot of reading. Yeah. It is a lot. I mean, granted, I'm watching Devil's Play with alt subtitles, but it was still. I have to rewatch it though. Like we all.
Yeah, but now you can watch it whenever you want.
Go at my own pace.
Yeah. I haven't
Speaking
even
of
started it. I got to do it. I got to watch it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Thomas. What else you
Well,
got?
we've just been wedding planning, just like looking at venues. Started
Whoa.
looking at venues just to like get
Are they
that
vibing?
taken care of.
They vibing with you?
They are. We found quite a few that we really like.
Where top choice? What's the top right now? What's in contention?
Mostly the options are like lofts and like breweries.
Is this going to be in Pennsylvania or New Jersey?
It'll be in it. Honestly, we're looking at Brooklyn right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Some of those places are still fucking expensive as fuck though.
We honestly, from that is my question, is how much money like should I be spending on this in any case? There's a lot of stuff that we're not doing / not going, like we're not having flowers everywhere. Like we're not doing the whole flower thing because of how ridiculously expensive that is. So we're cutting some corners here and there.
A lot of people don't do the flowers. Some people just buy like their own flowers and make their own centerpiece.
Yeah,
that's it.
But there's places here in Jersey as well. It'll be either around where we live right now or somewhere in the city.
Can I give you a little what I thought was one of the most important things?
Go ahead. I'd love to hear it.
If you're thinking of not skimping, but not having a photographer, I think is a bad idea.
We're gonna have a photographer.
All right, fine. Because you can trust people to take pictures when you're there, but like,
no.
We'll have probably one of the most important things to have.
Yeah. I would say that was the most important thing. Was the photographer? Everything
not the live band.
Not food.
Well, the food I will say was very good, and the live band was also very good. But I've been to plenty of weddings. The DJ's fine.
Yeah,
the DJ's fun. You don't want to get.
For some reason, I heard that like as Donald Trump. The food, I'd have to say, it's very good, and the live band, pretty good.
Pretty good. Speaking of pretty good, Herb, pretty good. But go on. So wedding planning.
No, that's it. Yeah, that's really it. Haven't really played too much this last week. I'm playing Fallout 76 with some colleagues for work. That actually has been fun.
Like preparation for the TV show.
Yeah, we're just doing content, so we're capturing stuff and like doing a lead up of content next week. So if you are going to watch the Amazon Prime series, which comes out next Friday, we'll have a bunch of stuff over at GameSpot to like kind of get you prepped for that, cool. get you in the mood. I played that Pepper Grinder. I played through a few levels of that. Didn't get too far in it, but I know it's a very short game. So
have you started this?
So
Alex?
You're already a quarter of the way through. No, I have not.
Yeah, potentially.
All right. Are you still in the first world, Tom?
No.
Oh, so you're in the second world? You beat the first boss?
Oh, is world the? Oh no, I'm still in the first world. Yes.
So Pepper Grinder is probably, if I had to guess, I think there's 4 stages per world plus a bonus stage and then a boss. It might be 5 stages plus a bonus stage and a boss, but it's only like 4 or 5 stages per world. That is a very fun game. One of the things I highly recommend you do is change the settings so that you don't have to keep pressing the button to grind. You just hold the button in. You can set it to be auto or hold or like smart. I just use auto so that when you hold R in, it will spin the grinder. Otherwise, like the default, you just keep tapping the button, which is like psychotic.
Oh, interesting. I just hold the button and it does.
Oh, okay. When I originally tried playing, it was set to like maybe my setting was fucked up originally then. But it is a very fun game. Did I what?
Nope. Keep going.
You can. So when I started playing it, I was using the D-pad to move because I found myself like finding it a little unwieldy at first. But then what you'll find is you actually need you really need to use the control stick. So just use the control stick. Don't use the D-pad to move because you're gonna have to do a lot of like angled stuff.
Rotations, yeah.
And once you get through the first world, you'll get good enough at it that it won't be an issue. But the game really shines in weird ways that I didn't expect, because I'll say, like, I had a lot of fun with the first stage. I was like, I got every coin, I got like every gem,
Yeah.
fucking like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna 100% this game as I go. Very fun. And then I was like, okay, I feel like I've seen all the mechanics now. How many stages is this I'm gonna do? And then suddenly they start throwing stuff in. Like, oh no, like you put your drill into this other thing, and now you actually have something else that's not a drill. And like, oh, like there's like a grappling hook, and like, oh, there's like a vehicle kind of thing. And like suddenly you're doing a bunch of different things on the stages.
Yeah.
Alex, did you ever play? Do you remember Super Time Force?
Yeah,
It feels a lot like that without the time mechanic, but
that
that's
was a
what the
great
game.
game.
It's very like fast, kind of like hectic gameplay, but like if you actually like give it a little bit of time to learn the controls, like you can also just be very good at it. The final
Yeah.
boss was fucking tough. The final boss was a real bitch. I mean, that being said, I feel like I kind of skated through most of the game. Like I never found it too difficult. Like there are parts where you'll die, but the game is very forgiving. Like there's checkpoints, so you just die, you just go right back to the checkpoint. Doesn't really
Mhm.
matter. But the final boss, I think it probably took me like 20 attempts to beat the final boss, which that's a lot more than usually I have to
Yeah.
try and beat any kind of, boss in the game.
Mhm.
I decided not to 100% it other than get all the coins. So there's like 5 secret coins on each stage. I did that. But then there's this like sticker buying mechanic, which I was like, I don't need to buy all this. It's completely like cosmetic for fun, where you can like place stickers and like make images. And I was like, there's no gameplay around it. I'm not unlocking anything. I was like, I'm not getting achievements. I don't need to do that. But great, great, great little video game. I fucking loved it. I started Arzette. I was playing Arzette. I was really enjoying Arzette. And then you mentioned Pepper Grinder. Like, all right, let me check out Pepper Grinder. And I haven't picked Arzette up back yet, because I spent all of my free time, just
Pepper
playing Pepper
grinding.
Grinder throughout the weekend. Yeah. Really, really good. I would, if you're looking for a small indie between the two, I would definitely recommend Pepper Grinder over Arzette. Arzette's cool.
In other news, Chris and I have been playing How to Escape.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, this escape room game. Yes.
Escape room game where I am playing on the Xbox and Chris is being the man in the chair on his phone. And so I can only solve clues with information that I give Chris, and then Chris gives me information to solve the puzzles in the game. He's also solving puzzles of his own in a way, but I'm the one actually completing the escape room, and while he's the man in the chair. I can't really like other information. I mean, that's it. That's the game. And I gotta say, it's some of the harder puzzles we've ever done. There's been a couple times where we've been like stumped. Like, well, we eventually do get it. But we've been stumped longer, I would say, than possibly any other puzzle before this game. Possibly.
I'd say it's up there with some of the hardest We Were Here stuff. There was some stuff when We Were Here we spent like half an hour on.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, no, I agree.
it's as difficult as anything we've done.
It's up there. It's a quick game. Well, I say quick. It's a handful of levels. There aren't like a million levels or anything, but the time it's going to take you to complete this without looking anything up and without using hints, which is what we're doing, is going to take you some time.
Yeah, I'd say 2 to 3 movies, right?
Yeah,
it's probably 4 to 6 hours to beat this game.
Yeah. It's good though. It's really good. But
it's great because I haven't had to spend any money, because Alex is the one playing the game.
Yeah,
I'm the one in the app.
He's the man in the chair who doesn't have to spend money on the suit. So we haven't played Walkabout Mini Golf. The Walkabout Mini Golf Grand Tour is on hold right now. However, I did jump in just because I just like the atmosphere.
It should be back tomorrow, assuming we can finish the game tomorrow. We should have time to jump back in.
Yep.
Let me tell you about being the man in the chair with this game. When I opened the app, it tells you like you need a pen and paper for this game, and Alex was like, "You don't need a pen." I was like, "I'll get one just in case." Tom, You need a fucking.
better.
So this is my notes from the first day of playing. Like I would
Wow.
not have been able to do this stuff. Like I would not have been able. And this was just the first 2 train cars. There's what, 6 train cars?
Mm-hmm.
I think. So I've
Sounds
used
about right.
3 pieces of paper already. Basically, like you need at least half a sheet of paper, like per train car, because they're just otherwise you're gonna have to like on the phone. Most of the time, what I have is reference information. So I'll have like a journal that has information in it, and I'll be able to give that information to Alex, and then he's able to solve a puzzle with that information because we can figure out. But sometimes I need 2 pieces of information that I have, and I need to figure out which information. So I need to go through the journal and this other thing and cross-reference them. And to be able to like go back and forth and retain that info and like put things in a sequence would be impossible. It would be impossible to do if you don't write stuff down. And I gotta tell you, I loved it. I was just sitting on my couch. I'm sitting on my couch. I've got my earbud in. I'm doing a chat with Alex, and I've got Dragon Ball Z on the TV, and I'm just writing notes. Fucking great time. Great time.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Haven't played anything else. So unless you guys have played other things.
No, we didn't talk about it last week, but Alex and I have continued playing Smash Brothers since basically.
Oh yeah.
While you went away, Tom, I gave Alex a quiz, which by the way, I thought about making games today and then remembered we had a head-to-head challenge. So forget it. Don't need to make a game this week, but it's been a while. So I think I'm going to do a trivia game soon. But I decided to give Alex a pop quiz, and I asked him to name every stage from Super Smash Brothers Melee. I think that's what I asked you to name. And he pretty much nailed it. And then after that, we've played Smash, I think, once a week since then.
Yeah.
So
I haven't seen any lag.
Yeah, that's true.
Since when we were playing a couple of years ago. So
we're the only ones still playing, probably. So
that's probably right. It's a lot of fun. Love it. So I mean, who doesn't love
They don't need to make another one.
Well
I mean, we're definitely getting one.
They'll get one eventually. It has to.
I don't even think eventually. They have to be working on it, right? Because with the last, so basically when Melee ended, they basically immediately started working on Brawl, and when Brawl ended, they started on 4. And each time too, they were like, I don't know if there'll be a Smash in the future. That was when they started working on the next one. And Sakurai's like, I'm sure there'll be some kind of Smash. Who knows what that'll be? And he said that when they finished the DLC this last time. That game sold 13 million or more copies. It was like way more than any other Smash Brothers. There's no way they're waiting, right? I feel like this is I
don't know. I mean, is he involved? If he's involved, I'm sure that
he said something like a year ago. Because previously he said like I'm done. Remember, he was like, I'm done. Like when Smash ended, I was done. And then a year later, he was like, well, I'm not really sure how I can see Smash Brothers without me being involved.
Right.
Well, then maybe it's not happening.
Maybe.
No, it'll happen. Yeah, I don't know. But that's cool. Smash, great fucking video game. Like,
it's a really good game.
Undeniably one of the greatest to ever do it.
And so many. I mean, while there are some new characters that like we just weren't playing enough to really even learn them, there's so many new characters they added that had such fucking cool new like moves. Like King K. Rool was such a great new addition to that game. Man, they really crushed it. Really, really, really good game. Love it.
Yep.
Crushed.
I got nothing else. I got nothing.
All right. Well, let me just take a look here for a moment.
What are we looking for? What are you looking for?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe some
monkey news.
That's right, guys. We have monkey news.
What are you talking about?
I don't know if you heard about this, guys, but I've got some monkey news for you. I've got some monkey news for you.
What's the monkey
news?
Right,
yeah, let's hear the monkey news.
That was a really annoying monkey sound too. You could have gone with like a
whoo
hoo hoo.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. That was like the 10th monkey sound I found, and it was the least screaming monkey sound that I found. So you're welcome, because if I'd played any of the other ones, you'd be like, no, actually go back to that one. Here's the headline. I saw this over the weekend with Therese. I said it to Therese, and she was like, "What the fuck?"
Okay.
Rival monkey gangs declare war on streets of Thailand as authorities arrest leaders.
Is monkey like a euphemism?
This is 100% something that Carl would pull out, and then
Yeah,
Ricky
he
would get annoyed at him for being like, "Carl, it's
Yeah.
not real."
It's not real, mate.
I gotta read the beginning of this. Ready? In
Mhm.
Thailand, a significant escalation has occurred involving conflicts between rival monkey factions, leading to significant
I
disruptions.
don't believe this.
Tom, this is where it gets better.
ridiculous.
This is where it gets better.
No, this can't be real.
To mitigate the situation, officials have engaged, successfully capturing a key figure among the monkeys.
So you were gonna say, say the city has been successful in negotiating a truce or something to that.
No. They've captured one of the monkey leaders. His name is I Crow,
How do they
along
know
with
his name?
several of his followers. His followers, the monkey followers.
Carl,
Despite
it
these
isn't
efforts-
real. It's
Despite
not
these-
real.
They're dressed up. They're
All right,
dressed
listen.
up.
They got name tags.
There's no way this is real.
Listen,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm listening.
despite these efforts, the challenge persists due to the monkey's adaptiveness with firearms and understanding of human cues.
This
Now-
is a Planet of the
now, hold on,
Apes
hold on.
promotional campaign. There is no fucking way. I refuse to
on.
believe that this
Okay.
isn't real.
Now
this isn't
listen,
real.
when I read the firearms part, I thought the same thing you did.
Yep.
This is some bullshit. However, when you read further, you find out what they mean is that the monkeys have recognized that people holding firearms are the police officers, and so basically they've learned to run
Sounded
like
clear.
who. Yeah, they can clock them. They go, "There's a cop, get out of here." Then they get out, and so they're having difficulty capturing them. On the second day, 7 individual monkeys were arrested.
No.
Locals
It
responded by
doesn't say
saying, "Is that it? There's
arrested.
1,000 of them." Authorities reiterated the monkeys'
It doesn't
familiarity with firearms and their ability to interpret human body language pose challenges in apprehending them.
There's no way that the article says arrested.
And my favorite, local authorities successfully apprehended one of the gang leaders, iCrow, using a tranquilizer gun. Upon his arrest,
No
cries could be
way.
heard from his
No
subordinates.
way.
Upon his arrest.
Did you have AI write this or something? You like gave it a prompt? Like
No, this is, dude, Google it.
It's
Google
on,
it right
it's
now.
on,
I
it's
did
on Daily
Google.
Mail. It's
Yeah.
I don't
see it.
know. There's the like
Local
And then, by
authorities
the way,
successfully
this Googling monkey wars made me learn about the monkey war that happened in there's a monkey war
of
that happened in
1812.
Africa, and
Monkey
it's
Wars.
AP News. Thailand has a plan to contain the monkey mayhem.
Oh my god. They probably they couldn't
Yo,
they
dude,
couldn't, they
just
couldn't
let
wait
them.
to use
Just
that
give them
headline.
their own. Just give them their own. Give them their own nation. You know.
Yeah. Wow.
Really, I saw this and I couldn't believe it. I wanted to send it to you guys immediately, and I felt like I've never had an opportunity to do monkey news. I had to take it. I had to
I've never
withhold
had
and
an
take it.
opportunity to do monkey news as if it's like you've been waiting in the wings. You know,
I was
just
ready.
waiting for monkey news to make
I
an
was ready.
appearance. Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, so if you Google like monkey soundboard, this is the first monkey sound you get.
That might be one of the most
I
annoying. That might be one of the most annoying noises we have yet to.
yeah, I'm gonna have to lower that for the audio version of the podcast significantly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks for
I thought I
blasting
could
it.
press the button to pause it instead of just restart.
Did you?
Did you know?
All right. Well, other than monkey news, let's get into some
Real?
human news. The greatest of apes.
Unbelievable. News. Light week. There's been some cool game reveals. There's that jump ship game.
Oh,
Which
that looks cool.
It does, yeah, it
from
looks cool.
previous former devs from I think maybe BioWare or maybe a different studio. Let's see.
Jeez, do your research before you fucking.
No, I had the article up and now it's gone. But it's former devs from another studio. It is basically it's meant to be like you're maintaining a ship in space. So it's kind of like the Starfield, the shipbuilding Starfield element, but it's a multiplayer experience. So you're building a ship, expanding a ship, and then you go on planets and you do like I don't know if it's asynchronous multiplayer, but it's PvE. You go to a planet, you're trying to harvest resources, facing off against enemies in order to build up your ship. It looks very cool. Describe basically like Sea of Thieves in space is how people have been describing it.
But way better combat, which, let's be real, I think
Yes,
was like the thing
the
that
big
kept
issue.
any of us from like really getting to Sea of Thieves was like, oh, I'm in this really cool playground, but I don't have like anything like fun
The
to
ship
do.
sailing was so good in that, like the ship
Yes.
sailing, all that was great, but the moment you had to like get on
Shoot a
land,
weapon, it was horrible.
yeah.
I would
that's
go
because-
as far as to say it was horrible.
It was bad. It was like, even when you had a gun, it wasn't good. And that was like the worst. That was the worst part of that game. It was unfortunate, but I understand. Like they didn't want it to be like an aggro community, so they were like, no one that's aggressive will want to play this because the aggressive nature of this game is garbage.
Yep.
So you can exit your ship mid-flight to mine asteroids. You can take over enemy ships and become a space pirate, which is awesome. Yeah, it's very, very cool looking. Aiming to launch at the end of this year. So that looked very cool. Gears 6 could be teased this summer.
Hell yeah.
So Jeff Grubb said on a podcast appearance that he's heard that Gears 6 will get a tease this summer, which will likely be the Microsoft Summer Showcase that they do every year. Tom Warren from The Verge basically confirmed that he'd heard similar things. So it sounds like we're going to be going to hear about Gears 6, which will be, if this is correct, an Unreal 5 game. They're moving, changing engines, which has also been rumored for a long time for Halo. So you got to imagine, depending on how this project goes, that they might consider that. But yeah, Gears 6. You guys aren't particularly Gears. Brooke and I almost beat
I'll
Gears
play it.
5.
I mean, it'll be on Game Pass. I'll play it. I'm always down to try a new thing, like especially for co-op. It'll be free co-op game. I would give it a chance.
Yeah. Tuna, Gears.
Yeah, sure.
Has it ever interested you?
A little bit. I always found the movement to be what prevented me from really getting into it.
A little clunky,
movement,
a little
very
heavy.
clunky.
Yeah,
heavy and clunky. Yes.
I will say the more recent games feel a lot better. Like I really Gears, Brooke and I really enjoyed our time with Gears 5. We got really far through it, and I almost said to her, we should replay it because we started Gears 5 was the first like co-op game that she and I started playing together, and her like technical ability in like she really struck. It was the first time she was really playing like a 3D move around space, move the
use
camera.
2 sticks thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tree
so
still has trouble with 2 sticks.
But her ability, her gaming ability has gotten so much better that I'm wanting to get into something kind of meaty like that again. And I almost said to her, let's replay Gears 5 because we never finished it, but maybe we'll just wait for Gears 6. Helldivers has new content. This game just keeps on chugging along. It has a new war bond with a bunch of things that people can pick up. It has also added new automaton enemy types. There are like these AT-AT fucking land carriers now.
Yeah. Big ones, not the little chicken walkers that we already had. Yeah.
No. Like big ones.
Which means we got to get more. We need new weapons of war for You know, the
Yeah.
humans, I feel like, you know, the mech that we got is actually like really good because I use that, and whenever I call it in, like I'm able to clean house for a little
Yeah.
while. But I
It's
feel
really
like
powerful.
we need something else now.
I
Remember
think we're
when?
entering that stage.
Remember we were playing and Chris had his mech, and I went, can I destroy this mech? And then boom, destroyed. Shot it.
It's so much fun. And the other we did
Yeah, it was
the other
hilarious.
day. We did play the other day and we had this other guy in our group and it's such a good community, it feels like everyone is like for the cause, like no one's, although I am hearing that people are murdering other players who are just playing on Malevolent Creek. Like a lot of people are just playing Malevolent Creek, which is like where the crux of the automaton battle is happening. And there are a bunch of other planets that need help, and like
Yeah.
such a high concentration of players that if people are wearing the Malevolent Creek cape, some
Yeah.
people are like aggroing and stuff. But I think that's all a part of the meta of the game. Uh,
Yeah, there I mean there are of course the jackasses that are like it was the same problem that Destiny had at the beginning where like you join a game and if you don't have the right gear, like people just boot you and shit. Like at the end of the day, like these companies are never going to be able to fix toxic gamers. There's just always going to be shitty people. You know, it just
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yep.
Just got to play. Say fuck it.
it's a great
Yep.
game, fucking hell of a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's been leaks of the third faction recently, so I think we're probably in a month or so going to see them start to pop up. Rumors, people online saying I got sniped. I've been sniped from across the map by a blue laser. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, people think they're already here, which would be really fucking cool.
That
Um,
is pretty cool. The fact that this is happening and there's people posting being like, I was killed randomly or I saw these things in the sky reminds me of like early 2000 gaming
Yeah.
when like you could go on the internet and find mysterious things about the game, but you didn't, it's
Every
actually,
answer wasn't available within like a day.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
really cool. It's actually really cool to see. So
Yeah.
yeah, but it's happening. What's cool about it is that it's happening in real time. It isn't like
no, I know. But what
something
I'm
that
saying
just
is it's
simply
giving
already
me those
exists. Yeah.
nostalgic feelings of being like you go to school, right? And you're like, oh, did you hear about Missing No in Pokemon? Like you know how to get Mew, you know how to get Mew in Pokemon. Um, but it is kind of like that. Like people are posting on Reddit being like, hey, like that's kind of like because I'm not part of it, but I do follow a little bit of the Helldivers subreddit, and it's like those kind of posts that are like, oh, did you see this? Like, oh, I got sniped by this, or like there was one post that was like a spy left the game, like it said automaton spy left the game, and the person was like,
Oh.
what? It's like in
Oh.
the chat thing.
That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sick. That's
Yeah.
super sick.
So like, yeah. So shit's going down. Got to
I'm
They
defend
excited for it.
democracy.
it's the first game I think to
For
really,
democracy.
as much as I think you can nail it, and certainly in comparison to pretty much every other live service game, has nailed the live service aspect because it's something that continuously, like, you're constantly thinking about. The story is like the stories you make with your friends and the people online. It isn't like this massive impenetrable narrative like Destiny is,
Right.
or it has something that Fortnite tried to like do a story for a while. I think they may have abandoned a lot of that element to it
Right.
because it just didn't make any sense. So it's such a cool game. I'm so
It
happy
Yeah.
it
is.
exists, and I
It
Yeah.
really
is.
hope that it makes developers think about what live service can be. Because if we're gonna get more live service games, I want them to like be good and not like the fucking. Did you hear about the Joker DLC Suicide? So Suicide Squad got its first season with Joker DLC, so you can get the Joker
Mhm.
from like an alternate dimension, or whatever.
Okay.
And people are like, this is the worst live service update season ever. for anything, because there's no new missions. It's literally you have to grind to get the Joker, or you can level skip if you want to pay for it. There's like one cutscene introducing him, but there's no new story missions. It's just like, cool, once you get him, you just do the same other shit. The boss battle is a reskinned boss battle from the main game. Like, people are like, this is atrocious. Like, we didn't think it was gonna be good, but it's fucking disastrous. And apparently their Steam player peak was like, on the launch of the season, was like 2,000 players.
Ooh.
Which is brutal for a live service game. Brutal. So yeah, it's just so funny that we have that Skull and Bones come out, fucking shit the bed in a way that live service games have not shit the bed before. And then we have like fucking Helldivers, which is like, all right, we're doing this for real. Cool stuff.
Speaking of DLC, so I said to you guys, I'm gonna do another Forge curation, because Forge is getting out of hand again. Halo's got a lot of new maps out again. There's a lot of cool, great new like retro, like remade maps available again. They also just put out a bunch of new armor, and the new armor, Tom, you can make the most stormtrooper looking fucking Master Chief ever.
Fuck yeah.
And it looks so fucking sick. I've got to, they're gonna get my dollars. They're gonna get my dollars, my dollar dues. And then we're gonna go play. I mean, I sent you guys that video where someone made a Halo map, and it's like a little bit like Fall Guys, where the level was like these hexagonal pillars that were like disappearing and like dropping out while you're like on the stage. But then you have cannons that you're launching grunts at one another with. Like, all the new stuff, this like AI scripting, where you can also like you can make your own. People are making their own weapons and shit now in it, and there's some weird shit happening in this game. We gotta do a Forge night.
I'm totally down.
We gotta do a Forge night.
I'm fucking down.
Maybe next Friday night, not this Friday night, but next Friday night. We do a Forge night.
Friday night.
I'll try and put it aside.
So
what do you mean try it? What do you mean try? Do not try.
I'll just.
He's got to check with the ex-girlfriend.
I just got to double check we don't have plans already. If we don't have plans, we're good.
All right. We'll lock it in. All right. Are we gonna do some mail?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it quick because we also
I don't know why I said
a challenge. Send us an email. It's email@unrankedpodcast.com, or do the easier thing, go to our Discord, go to the link in the show notes, and then go to questions for the pod. You can ask us a question there, or do me a favor. I want to hear that lovely voice of yours. Call in 805-738-8692. Let us know. Are you in the path of totality? Are you going to see the eclipse? Tell us about it. I'm so jealous. You guys are going to have a much better view of it than I am.
Yeah, we got a great.
Have you ordered your glasses? Because you should order your glasses immediately so that you get them.
Yeah, I'm going to be.
I ordered them already. They're here.
You're going to be what, Tom?
I'm just going to be honest. I really don't give a shit about this eclipse.
You just said you were all excited.
But then Chris got into the glasses thing, and I was
they're
like,
like 5 minutes. You just don't want to go blind. Just order the glass. Plus, if you actually get totality coverage when it's fully covered for like because it lasts for about like 3 minutes, you don't need the glasses during that, but it's the transition period where you need the glasses.
Right.
I need the glasses because we're only gonna have like 60%, so like it'll still look cool. Like the sky will get like real weird, but like it's not gonna be anywhere near as awesome as what you guys would say. Big Boss Nasty wrote in back again to ask, what game do you think needs a total revamp and reimagining genre-wise? The recent Prince of Persia Metroidvania title had me considering what other aging franchises could use a new shakeup.
Well, this wasn't a shakeup, or a new genre, but what we did talk about, Christian, was you and I talked about how the next Smash should be a completely new reimagining of the moves for most of the characters.
Yeah,
like Mario
definitely
should get new moves, Peach should get new moves, there should be more DK, Donkey Kong characters, there should be more characters from other franchises, less from Fire Emblem, like give people a ton new moves.
Yeah,
like give Ganondorf Ganondorf moves instead of a clone of Captain Falcon.
Yeah, full
So that's-
reset. Full reset to the roster
Yeah.
and play time. Now, Tuna, this is heretical, but let's give Smash a new genre. Tom, let's make it top. Let's play Power Stone style Smash Brothers.
Yo, I'm in.
Power Stone Smash Brothers would be fucking sick.
What do you call it?
Power Stone.
What's
It's
Power
Power Stone is like a cool 3D fighting game that was on the Sega
No, fuck it.
Dreamcast.
Let's make it a fucking card game. Let's make Smash a card game.
What? Okay. All
Let's
right.
make it like Hearthstone.
All right. How's it work?
Hearthstone. Everyone's got fucking moves, and we got the items and the Pokeballs and the other stuff are other cards.
Okay.
And the stages are like Yu-Gi-Oh! When you get the field enhancements, right?
Yeah.
So like ice, whatever. And it works like that. I mean, look, I'm just the idea man. I'm not the fucking.
Sure.
I tell you, good thing you're not working at Nintendo, because if they shipped the next Super Smash Brothers game and it was a card game, I think that the hell that gamers would rain down upon Nintendo would be unlike anything we've ever seen before. That is a garbage. I mean, it's a cool spin-off idea.
I mean, I cannot believe you just said it was garbage.
I think it would be cool
that's
for a thing, like if it was a mode in the next Smash and they were like, we've got Smash card game, that would be really sick.
What if they had a card item, Alex, where you collect enough cards and then you can you like hit a button, kind of like a Final Smash, and then you play a bunch of cards.
Yeah. No, listen, I don't have to. What I have to do. I'm just the idea man. Like, however they want to do it is how they want to do. No,
we need to pick another game than Smash, but I do want to say this. The genre I've always wanted to see for Smash is a Super Shoot Brothers. I want to see a Smash Brothers like that, where it's first or third person or combination, and it's a free-for-all or team-based shooter style game where you're running around with all the Smash characters. Think almost like a Fortnite, but not Battle Royale style, although you could have Battle Royale mode. Some characters adapt very easy, like, Samus. Very obvious how you would use that character in first or third person. Mario, you'd have to use like the different Mario flowers, right? Like maybe he has like a thing he can cycle through the different flowers. So you can do like the ice ball, fireball, things like that. I think that would be pretty sick. I think that would be very, very cool.
I think we take Zelda and we get rid of like the whole castle bullshit. Put it in the city. All right.
Okay, modern Zelda.
Bring that bad boy forward about 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, Link have a lightsaber.
Something like that. Okay, but make it more like let him talk. Okay, give the guy give the man a voice. Give the man a voice.
Wait, is Link a cop in the future? Because he's sort of like a soldier. So does he just have like a riot baton?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's a cop.
All right, so Link's a cop.
He's a detective. He's
it's Streets of LA. It's Streets of.
He's one of those cops who's like I can if I'm just like if I'm a good cop, I can fix the system. He's one of those dweeb cops who's like, oh,
Ganondorf is his boss. He's cops. Corrupt.
Yeah.
He's the county sheriff.
Ganondorf's the mayor. Yeah,
he's the mayor.
Or whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
Ganondorf's the mayor.
He's the mayor.
And Tingle's like the judge, the weird judge. Yeah,
Tingle's like the undercover cop who's like works with like crack addicts and stuff.
No,
Tingle is like a prostitute
informant
all the time.
Tingle's not even a cop; he's an informant. He's like he gets.
So he is the prostitute. Like
yeah, exactly.
They just look the other way.
I love that.
Tingle runs a brothel. So
this is it's Legend of Zelda, but it's more like a GTA style thing. Like it's an open world. You gotta arrest people.
Yep.
Yeah. Interrogation.
It takes place in Lost Hyrule.
The Master Sword doesn't need to be a lightsaber. The new updated from 20 years ago, the Romeo and Juliet, they had their sword names, but they were on the gun. Okay, so he can have a gun. It's just the Master Sword. It's called the Master Sword. It's a gun.
Sure.
Okay. Just like that new. It was with Michael from Lost was in that film.
Yeah.
The Romeo and Juliet film.
Plus Juliet.
Yeah. So so it's a gun, and I
love that.
Yeah, I think we do it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay. I'm into it.
All
great.
Right, cool.
Just what everyone wants. Zelda Link as a cop.
I mean, look,
listen,
honestly.
Guy fucking asked the question. Okay.
Who's Zelda in this scenario?
She is You know what? Maybe she's fucking with
missing woman. She's like
No.
the case is
No.
like a missing persons case. No.
No. You know how we said the mayor is Ganondorf? Let's
Yeah.
make her the fucking daughter. She's
missing.
that makes it. She's his daughter.
Okay.
Ganondorf's daughter. We're gonna totally flip the script on this.
But
bad boy.
how is she involved in the story?
Because okay, fine. She'll have to get kidnapped. But then we find out that it was the dad. Ganondorf's behind the whole thing.
He sold her off
because he wants to get real. He wants to get reelected.
Sympathy votes for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Correct.
Gotcha.
And then we find out there's some like adoption thing going on there, so she's not really his daughter. Like he stole her out of the ward. Who knows? Some bullshit.
And like all of the like the different right. So you have
all his underlings
who are the
are
fish
the Gerudo
people?
women. Right. So all his underlings are the Gerudo women. Right. They're in City Hall. They're working. And he's known as this misogynistic. That's why he's trying to revamp his image.
That's a nice piece of ass.
Yeah. So he's total.
I think
total asshole.
Instead of like jewels
just be
and stuff,
fishmongers. Yeah.
Link's usually has to collect things, right? Like to unlock stuff.
He's running around.
He's got to get like the keys to the city, right?
No,
he's got to get
collecting. That's done. We're done with that. He's got to collect clues now. Clues, Chris. Clues.
And I like the idea of
no, I'm talking about like what you get at the end of a dungeon. Like you know how like to unlock the temple you have to get like the 3 jewels and then you have to get the piece of the Triforce, like stuff like that.
Well,
and this you need like game. what the different version. Well, like you go to like a croc house and like
right
stuff like that.
But I like the idea of like the.
I think it's got to be accolades. Oh,
like the
gangs.
The Gorons is like okay,
sure.
This is a triad that I got. The Goron triad. The I forget the name of the other ones. Yeah, Gerudo.
Well, and the Gerudos all live in a gated community, so you have to sneak in.
Okay. They're like in the Beverly Hills. Yeah,
like they have cameras everywhere, security guards.
Oh. Is there
you need to get a warrant before you're able to walk freely into the gated community.
Yeah.
But as Alex said, you have to collect enough clues to get enough evidence to get the warrant to go into the gated community.
No. Yeah, it's a totally like procedural, well not procedural, but like kind of do as your own. Find the clues. You got to figure it out. You got to do that's the puzzles in the game are the piecing of the investigation. I honestly think this is a hit. I think people would go nuts for this game.
I agree.
I'm in all seriousness. I really think
I'd play it.
Nintendo, you could have that for free.
Yeah,
there you go.
Just put my name at the end. Thank you, Alex Marinello.
Okay.
And then people will have to Google that and just be like, who? I think it's a little.
You don't want it, so it's like where on Metal Gear, where it'd be like a Hideo Kojima game, Metal Gear Solid, like an Alex Marinello title.
No, I just wanted the very end.
Well, now here's the most important element.
I just wanted to say thank you, and then
here's the important part. What's the subtitle? The Legend of Zelda. Bad Boys.
No,
for life.
The Legend of Zelda. I keep thinking Nighttime Detective.
Yeah.
Twilight Incest.
Twilight Incest? I didn't know there was an incest.
That's a scandal that you're going to uncover.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Who hired you?
Twilight Detective is pretty fucking cool.
All right, there you go. See, I
Link the Twilight Detective.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
We are going to move on to our head-to-head competition, I believe. No one has sent me their video clips yet.
I
sent mine.
Right now.
We'll just play these one at a time, so we don't have to wait for me to assemble.
All right.
We're just going to do these one at a time.
Okay.
So we don't have to wait for me to assemble it. It just feels like that is.
I also couldn't turn the music off. There was no menu option for that.
I told you where it was.
Oh, really?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I did.
We're doing it one. Yeah,
no, that's true. It doesn't matter. It was in the watch. You have to go into the watch while you're in the game.
Yeah, I tried. Okay, I didn't. Okay.
Let's start with Tom.
Oh,
Does that sound good?
yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
I don't want to hear your reaction because
I won't react. I won't
Okay.
react.
Well,
Okay.
we'll
Not
react,
react.
but I won't say anything.
Yeah, I won't. Yeah, me
you know.
neither.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you don't think we should start with you, Tom.
I just don't know. I don't know how I did in comparison to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
tell you.
Yours is short. You didn't record the whole run through?
I mean, I can send you the whole run through if you want it. I just
It's
cut
fine.
it down.
We can
Okay.
just play it cut down.
No, we'll wait.
Okay.
We'll wait.
You
We'll
want to
wait.
do
Yeah.
mine first? Okay.
Yeah, I want to see Tom's first.
Okay.
I want to know what kind of spot I'm in. Right.
I
off
want to
the
go
top.
last though.
Okay.
Wow, that means that he thinks his time is sweet.
Pretty sweet.
I
He thinks
actually
his
so
start is
okay,
sweet.
so before we started, I was talking to Tom and I said, I don't think I'm gonna win though. Because every time I opened my Xbox, it said you were playing GoldenEye. Now I know you leave your Xbox open, but that's a scary thing to see every time I open my Xbox, especially because we were also playing How to Escape. So I'm like, he has opened GoldenEye since he opened this last thing, and I haven't tried this now in a while, and he's still going for it. So he may have put in a lot more time than me, which makes me very concerned. But like, I just couldn't beat my time. I'd matched my time 3 times, and I was like, "That's it. Like, I'm done. Like, this is like, what am I sit here for half an hour, maybe gain a second? Like, which by the way,
Oh,
I'm
the
not like,
second-
I'm not like near, like the record. I'm not at like 30 seconds or something insane like that. Like, what was the record? 40. I think it's like 40 something. But that being said, I was like, I don't think I'm necessarily good enough to actually do better without putting too much time into this.
Right.
No,
I'm with you, man.
I thought this was really fun. So
I had a ton of fun with it. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we said we
sending.
talked about possibly doing punishments. Now there would be no punishment for this one because we didn't decide on it. However, I want to float you guys the idea I came up with because I'm guessing you guys didn't think of anything yet.
No.
Okay. For the next one, how about we do this as the standard punishment going forward? Tell me what you think. The winner gets to choose. So the loser has to do it. And what they have to do is a 3 to 5 minute PowerPoint of the winner's choice. So whoever wins gets to pick the subject and the loser of the head-to-head, which is nice because on the off weeks where we don't have a new head-to-head video to play, we have the loser's PowerPoint.
All right.
And then on the on weeks, we
All
have
right.
3 to
All
5
right,
minutes. So it's nothing crazy, but the winner gets to choose the subject. Or like you've got to do the PowerPoint.
Sure.
I think that could be fun.
Yeah.
I
like
liked when we do the PowerPoint presentation. So
Yeah. Tom, how
right.
we doing?
Yeah,
I've
sent
got
it
it.
to Chris.
I've got it.
All right, here we go. Let's do it.
All right. So here is Tom's. Oh, this is so exciting. Here's Tom's playthrough.
I don't think mine has audio, but don't worry about
You
it.
just said it did.
Oh, any audio.
It doesn't have any audio. Yeah, sorry.
That's fine.
All right. We're watching it. He's going through the doors.
You're getting through those doors quick.
He's speeding through. He's getting through the doors real quick. Oh shit!
Yeah.
He's picked up the clearance card. He's
You
opening
got
the
those
door.
doors real quick.
You got to be real careful about that console. I destroyed that console a couple times, and you were fucking soft
Yeah,
locked out of
Yep,
same.
hated
I was
that.
so mad at that.
Yep. All right. He's
So mad at
going.
that.
He's going. Doors open.
Oh,
Killing guys. Ooh. There's a little bit there. Oh
Yeah.
God. Okay. Oh,
I definitely.
my
Oh,
God.
nice. When they open that door up for you, that's great. When they open that door up for you.
Yep.
It blew up just after I activated it.
I will tell you during my playthrough that also happens.
Yeah.
To me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the console got blown up after I hit it.
After you open it, yeah.
Yep. Oh, here he goes, shooting. Boom, 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 boom. I can't believe these were missions. These are like the best.
Oh, you got the boost. You got the boost.
You got a boost. You got a boost. You did
What's
get a
the
boost?
You got
If
shot
you
from
get
behind.
hit, you got shot from behind.
I never
does that
got the
boost
boost
you?
on my good runs. I've only it pushed you forward faster. I've only gotten the boost on my bad runs. I was so mad about it because I was like, that might save you a second.
This is interesting that you went for this.
What do you
For the
mean?
gun.
For the gun.
As
They use
opposed
the
to
gun. You have mines.
As
oh,
opposed
the
to
the next
mines.
weapon.
Oh,
remote
right.
mines.
But
Yes,
setting
I
the
do.
mines is dangerous too. 127.
Shit,
That is a
dude.
great time. That is
Okay.
a great time.
Shit, dude.
Oh,
All right. I'm excited.
Shit,
Want to
man.
preface this? Had an absolute blast with this one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I played
Yeah.
through it, I was stressing because I didn't know anything about. I was like curious. I was like, I wonder how much Tuna and Chris like remember. Like, do they know like immediately? So like my first time was like 10 minutes, but I was like, initially I was worried. I was like, oh, this is gonna, because I knew that I had to get under 2 minutes. But once I did my first like beat, I was like, oh, this is easy, and I was having so much fun. This game, like, I understand why people adored this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. And Tom, I'll be honest, as much as Alex and I played this as children, it did not help here. It doesn't help here.
All right.
It didn't help because I had to be like, how do I do this? What are the buttons? I was like, yeah, I did my first run. I didn't even try and go fast. I just was like, all right, where is everything? What are the buttons? And then I was like, all right, let's see how fast I can do it and do everything. And then it was like, all right, how do I get faster now? Kind of a.
Yep. So
I'm glad you had fun with it.
All right, well, I'll tell you after play mine, but go ahead.
I'm not looking.
All right, here's
the
Alex.
Time code at the bottom.
Time code doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. The music too, so fucking good.
Yeah, yours is gonna be the best run because you have the music.
So
the music's
good.
Really good.
Oh, a little stumbly
hell
stumble.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh,
I did stumble. I did stumble.
Very nice.
So I kept alerting them when this happened. So as soon as I opened the store, I had to turn around and shoot this fucking guy. He would destroy it every time.
That guy shot me in the back so many times, Tuna.
I got hit there, man.
It's interesting neither of you picked up the body armor.
No.
Oh, I was just running, bro.
I pick up the body armor. Well, you'll see. Nice. Get out of there. Oh,
I had the thing was,
you're losing time.
It blew up, man. It blew up.
The hell?
It blew up, and I was like, I didn't know if I hit it or not. So I would like check really quick. And then every time I tried to redo this, I just kept getting the same time anyway.
Your health is low.
It is.
Oh, brutal.
I know you beat it, but I was like nervous for you. God, this music's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. Oh.
The amount of times I killed this fucking asshole.
I know, I killed him so many times too.
Whoa, what are you doing over here?
Let's see. I'm trying to get him to walk over to me. Okay.
Wait, why are you going in through there instead of the door?
I didn't know.
I needed him to walk over to me.
I didn't know you could go through there.
Yeah.
What? All right, what's the time?
Oh.
No! 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 No!
Wow. For audio listeners, Alex got a minute 25, 2 seconds faster than Tom.
I will tell you that even though it said I was on, right, I wasn't really. I think I played this maybe 10 to 15 times.
Okay,
so
no, that's
I didn't do
played
this
it around the same amount too.
Yeah, I didn't do this like 30 times. Basically, what ended up happening was after this run, I was like, okay, 125 is pretty good, and then I knew that I stumbled a bunch, so I was like, I could probably make up a couple seconds. But every single other playthrough I played, there was a different stumble. So I was like, forget it.
That's ultimately what I came through of. Like, I was like, the only way to shave time on this, other than cheating, is like you just got to take the corners as quick as possible, and you can't get hooked on. You can't get stuck on a graphic.
Well, I don't think there's any cheating.
No, but I'm saying like some speedrunners do tricks
like
where it's like go through walls.
Shit. Yeah.
I'm saying that if you're doing it like the natural run through, it's
if
just
either you
about
glitch through stuff, I wouldn't be mad about it. I'd be like, yo, that's fucking wild that you learned that.
Well, I also like didn't know like what the first playthrough, like, because you kept being like you have to do everything on the checklist, and I didn't really know where things were, and I was like, okay,
I just wanted to emphasize it so that no one showed up and just like ran to the end. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
because traveling costs you a lot of time, and blowing up those things costs you a lot of time.
Yeah, you could just go through the door. You don't have to talk to Trev. You don't have to blow up the things.
I should have done this. I don't know. I think maybe it's more. We gotta, depending on the way we do this. I can't tell what's better when we watch them one at a time or watch them
I think
altogether.
this one at a time is better.
Yeah,
No, this
I
is one
think
at a
this
time
might
is
be
let's
better.
see your thing, Chris.
All right, yeah,
All
let's see it because
right.
we already know that Chris won, but let's do it.
I don't know.
I mean, oh, I wish you had
now.
the
I wish I had
music.
the music. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what the hell? How the fuck was that guy standing there?
Oh, you opened it
Oh,
beforehand.
the backup.
I alerted them by shooting at the door, and so they came out.
That's good.
Oh, that's really good. Wait, what? Oh shit.
Wait, what?
Oh,
I'm alerting the enemies by shooting the
shit.
gun without the silencer, so they open the door.
Oh, he definitely
They
won.
opened
This
that
is
other
good.
door? Oh.
This is good. This is really good.
Oh, he's already going for it.
He's already. Oh my god. You almost shot him. Oh, but this is taking up a lot of time.
It is.
I think he beat you, though.
There you go. You got it though. But yeah,
I think he
Oh,
did beat
shit.
you. That
Yeah, he
was
definitely
crazy. I
beat me.
didn't know that.
I
you
didn't
had
realize you
those.
could do that.
Damn it!
Oh wow. Wow. I didn't
In 11
realize that you could-
seconds.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you could alert them like that. That's good.
So they opened
That's
the
good.
other door. Fuck.
And that's how I got them to open the first door. I didn't have to waste time. You just, as you come down the stairs, you just fucking unload into the door.
But did they open the others? No, they open. You have to still hit the console. But in the
I have
other
to hit the
room,
console, but I didn't have to wait and open the
Right.
door because it was already
but
open.
they when you
So basically, every door I went
The
up
next-
to, I just shoot at it, so they'll open it before I even get to it.
but on the other one they use the console and they open the door.
No. The guy in the next room
Oh, came through.
came through to get me because
Oh,
I'm shooting at the window and the door.
It's really good.
I got to tell you, when I saw
Shit.
Tom
It's really good.
not doing that trick, and then when I was like, okay, maybe Alex didn't do it. And then when Alex
Yeah.
said like, oh, this happened to me with the console, I was like, I was like, yes.
I am.
Oh, that's good.
I'm honestly heartbroken because I really because I've
Sorry,
been
bro.
waiting to issue my challenge and I really thought
yeah.
I had done a great fucking job on this.
Yeah.
Well, what is your challenge idea?
No, I want to save it for when I win.
He wants to earn it.
I know. I forgot to come up with one.
I have one waiting in the wings as well.
But
We
I
could-
do have one waiting
Okay,
in the wings.
alright.
So I will come up with it during the post show, and I will tack it on here for the following challenge. I would do, unless you really want to do your challenge.
No,
Tom.
it's okay. I want
I'm
to
really
do
upset.
it when
I'm really upset that
I've won.
I didn't watch any. I
Speedrun.
didn't. Yeah, and that I didn't know you could do that. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's
You
good though,
probably
man.
would've beat me.
I mean, no, it's good. It's good. I like it. It makes the game. It makes these challenges that much more interesting to me. To see something that I didn't think of is really cool.
That
So,
was fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, next week's challenge is.
Hey, Christian from the future here. The next head-to-head challenge that we're going to be doing is going to take place in Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, which is available on Game Pass. And we're going to be playing on the mini golf course Spinning Golf. So that is going to be the stage where we'll be playing. We're going to do time attack, and fastest time on the course wins.
Thank you. Look, guys, I still haven't eaten any food. All right. Look, by the way, I'm like a little buzzed because I had a beer during this and I haven't eaten anything. So,
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us once again. 422 weeks in a row. Who would have thought? Here we are in another year. Guys, we are about 1/3 of the length of One Piece.
Oh my god.
So until then, And until next week, stay unranked.
Suck it.
Suck it, 007.